Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I thought that I would bring you some holiday gift sets from ecotools and Real Techniques. You guys know that I love discovering great brushes and sponges, and I share them with you as soon as I discover them. So if you guys would like to see what is in store from these brands for the holidays, then just keep watching. Okay, so while I don't have every single gift set from Real Techniques and ecotools, I figured I had enough to share with you so that you know kind of what your options are. So let's start off with ecotools. To be completely honest, I don't think I've ever used an ecotools brush set. Editing Melinda jumping in here, I actually did have an ecotools travel size brush set that I used for years, and I also used their travel brush cleaning wipes. So I wanted to correct that. I have used them in the past, but it's been a while. But I see them all the time and I always want to. So this first one is the Oh What Fun It Is to Shine kit. This is what it looks like. It is a $33 value, so it's not super expensive to begin with, but it's only $19.99, and you can often find these at Target and the drugstores on sale closer to the holidays, if they're even still there then. So in this kit, you get a controlled setting brush, which is this one. So it looks like a little fluffy brush, kind of what I would use for highlight. We get an angled crease brush right here. So I like to blend in your crease products. We get a spoolie brush, which I always need more of. The Fresh Perfecting Blender, all right? So this one looks like it is a flat side, but also has a flat tip. So if you still like to kind of bake and kind of chisel out parts of the face, that would be perfect for it. And it comes with a case, a travel case, so that when you're using it, you're not putting a damp sponge back into your bag, it's protected. The flat eyeliner the flat eyeliner brush, which I use often, and a complexion buffer brush. Oh, it's a flat top. I love flat top foundation brushes for buffing in my foundation. So I think this is a pretty good set. I think I'll alternate ecotools, Real Techniques. So Real Techniques, let's talk about the one that I've already busted into because I needed some of the brushes. It is this one. This is the Frost Your Face set. And it is an $88 value, and you pay $44.99 or less in some places. So this one is like a big one. Let me show you what comes in here simply because I've already opened it. So not only do you get brushes, but you also get a case. I mean, look guys, it even has the little pockets to put every single brush in. This is so handy. Okay. So in here, you can see I've already taken two out. So in here you get the P200 brush, the Expert Face brush, which I already used today to apply my tinted face product. You get the 101 Complexion Blender, which is like a typical beauty sponge. You get the 344, the Winged Liner brush, which I believe is this one right here. You get the Brightening Concealer brush. Is that this guy? Yeah, the 242, the Brightening Concealer brush. It's soft and flexible. Interesting. I don't think I've ever put my concealer on with a brush like that, so I will have to try that. We get the 104 Lip Exfoliating brush. Which is that? Oh, this little guy. A lip exfoliating brush. It's like a small flat top kabuki brush. Interesting. I've never seen a brush like that before. We get the 332, the Smudge brush, which is probably this little guy down here. Yeah, they are labeled. Little smudge brush, which I use all the time. I used a smudge brush today on my liner. The Miracle Cleansing Sponge. Use wet with a facial cleanser to cleanse away dirt and oil. Huh. Again, I've never used a sponge like this. It's very porous. It's a cleansing sponge. So interesting. They're always coming up with new innovative ideas, which I appreciate. We have the flat liner brush. We have the sculpting brush, which I believe I've already pulled out. Yep, the sculpting brush, which I used for cream bronzer today, and it worked pretty well. And then we have the fan brush, which I never really use these just because they're so flimsy. It's hard to really get the amount of product that I want on. But all in all, I'm very excited to try this one to clean my face, this one to exfoliate my lips. This one for concealer, like all things that I have not tried before, so I'm very intrigued. That was the Frost Your Face kit. And while I'm on Real Techniques, they also have these little hanging ornaments, the travel case, plus their Miracle Air Blend sponge. And I do already have one of these in my travel bag, and they're sealed, so I can't open them. But I like that. Does this one have air holes? No. Oh, yes. And I like that the RT is actually a hole so that it's not going to allow your sponge to stay wet and breed like bacteria and mold. So while it is keeping it safe, it also allows it to dry, which is a big plus. All right, back to ecotools, another set from them. This is the Glow 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 kit, and this one's made with natural bamboo. Looks like that. It is a $52 value for $19.99. And let's see, it looks like you get a little travel case in here and then all of these brushes. And I don't want to take them all out because I might be gifting some to friends and family members this year just because I don't need all of them. We have a large shadow brush. It is a very large shadow brush. An angled crease brush. Okay, again, for like blending in the crease. Precision powder brush. That's quite large for a precision powder brush. Okay. An accent shadow brush. I need those. Eyeliner brush. Liner smudge brush, which I use often, and a controlled setting brush. And then finally your little pink travel bag. Moving back over to Real Techniques, and again, these are all limited edition sets. This one is the All I Want Is Glow set, and this one is a $51 value, and I believe it's like a $22 price tag. The sticker is ripped on this one, but these are all sturdy. Like, guys, these stand up. Like, they're weighted, they stand up. But in here, it looks like we get a $4.19 large bronzing brush. We get a $3.24 an angled shadow brush, a $4.02 setting brush. Okay, so again, they're using these little tiny brushes as like a precision setting brush, not a highlight brush. A fan brush. Where is a fan brush? What? I read that wrong. Expert face brush, Miracle complexion sponge, and the travel case. This was the expert face brush. So you could use this one probably for, okay, buffing cream. This guy, right? Yeah, this guy. It's this guy again. So I liked this guy today. I would definitely use it again. It's a little bit smaller than I typically go for. I typically go for like larger kabuki brushes to do my cream foundation, but a nice set. And again, has the holes in the case to allow your sponge to dry. Moving back over to ecotools, we have this 7-piece gift set called Wrapped in Glow, made with plant-based materials. All right, so you can kind of see all the things inside. We have an angled liner brush. We have a foundation brush. Okay, that's the classic one, like the paddle style. I also don't use paddle style for foundation, but maybe I should try it. We have a detailed concealer brush, which I end up using as like an inner corner brightening brush. We have the perfecting blender. We have the full shadow brush, the ultimate powder brush, and a micro blending brush. Interesting, micro blending. Seamlessly blend concealer and foundation. Oh, okay, so it's like a little tiny detailed foundation or concealer brush right here. And finally, the last gift set we have from Real Techniques is this one right here, which is the Bright Finish set for concealers, highlighters, and foundations. And it looks like you've got 3 different finishes of sponge down here. Let me see. So we have the 242, the brightening concealer brush, which I think we had in another set. We have the Miracle complexion sponge. Is that this one? Miracle complexion sponge. Then we have the air blend sponge, and then we have the powder sponge. But which is which, I'm not entirely sure. If you guys know, please let me know down below. And then we have a fan brush, and I forgot to mention the price on this one. This one is a $32 value, and it is $19.99 or less depending where you get it. I'm really curious about these sponges. And they all have like the same description: rounded side for blending, flat edge for contouring, pointed tip for coverage, pointed tip for concealing, pointed tip for concealing. They all look like they have a flat side and a pointed side to me. So I don't know which is which, guys. Help me out. Do you know which sponge is which? I don't know, but I am very curious to try those. So there are certain things in here that I really want to try. I really want to try this flat foundation brush because I have not tried that previously. I want to try these 3 sponges and find out what the difference is. Is one best for something else? I'm also very intrigued to try this cleansing sponge and this lip exfoliating brush. So there's things in here I have not seen before, I have not used before in my, I want to say 20 years of doing makeup. Like in high school, I dabbled a little bit with the eyeliner and like the mascara. College, it was more just like a little bit of foundation and concealer. Mom life, it just exploded into everything and I love it all now. So these are some great options if you're looking for an affordable brush set to get as a gift for someone. Just depends on their preferences, your price point, your preferences. If you're going for bright, fun colors, Real Techniques. If you're going for like plant-based bamboo products, go with ecotools. I don't think you can go wrong with either, but I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what is up and coming for the holiday season from ecotools and Real Techniques. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys, happy shopping.